Okay. I know I said I was going to react live to the Nintendo Direct, but basically this morning when I was going to do that, I watched the directs and the shows for the video game console stuff with a friend of mine, and um, so when we watch it, he he doesn't want to be on it, so he was gonna be like in my background in my headphones, and I was going to watch the direct basically and react and talk and give my reactions to it live as it happened. And basically, what happened was the background sound from my TV was coming into his headphone piece, so he was able to hear what I was watching. So in case I was ahead or behind or whatever, it was gonna mess with his enjoyment of it. So I said I will just watch this at a later time and give my reaction. Actually, I feel this actually might work a little better this way of doing it, because in doing it basically this way, um basically what I'm doing is I'm giving you I'm telling you exactly what I thought when I was watching the direct and what I felt about it. And also I can give you my hindsight, because honestly there was a lot of information in this thing. A lot. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to go over it with you. I'm not going to jump ahead to anything before you see it. If you're watching it on this video, either live on Twitch, which I don't think anyone is watching live on Twitch, or if you're watching the VOD years later to see my reaction. I mean, I don't scream and like hoop and holler when I watch these things. I get excited. I say what I'm excited about. Sometimes I'll say things like let's go, my goodness, whatever. But like I don't you know get like really crazy like that. But I do have my insights and what I feel about stuff, and that's basically what you're kind of gonna get watching this thing with me. So yeah. Anyway, let's start this direct. The volume should be good.
Let's go!
So we start off with Mario Kart, and as you can see, there you are getting 24 racers. The game looks really good. Now I don't know if this is coming off exactly on the stream, but this is Nintendo uploaded this stream in 4K. Now, just to tell you, not a spoiler, but when you watch live, so when you put a video into YouTube, what winds up happening is that video has to do what's called processing by YouTube. So YouTube could, like, I guess they check it or whatever they do with it to make sure that it's not like copyright or whatever with the video. All videos have to go through processing and basically get from, you know, a file that you upload to being uploaded as a video. So, I guess they check it or whatever. So Nintendo's video that they stream, this video, when you see the voices that happen, like the talking in the original video was out of sync because I guess the video wasn't fully processed. So at one point, like about halfway through or 3/4 of the way through of this
Hello,
direct,
everyone. I'm Koichi
the
Tomoto,
video just
and I'll be
desynced
one of your
and
guides
the
for today's
video
Nintendo
froze
Direct.
and all you were hearing was
I'm the
audio
producer
and
for
the
Nintendo
audio wasn't
Switch
going
2.
and then it caught up to itself
I'm Takuya
and
Dodo,
it
the director
basically
of Nintendo Switch 2.
you missed out on a lot of
And
stuff,
I'm
so I had to
Tetsuya
watch
Sasaki,
this
the hardware designer
direct. So
for
if we had
Nintendo
done
Switch
this
2.
live, you
What
wouldn't
just
have
saw was
seen
Mario Kart World, launching
the
exclusively
the
on
direct
Nintendo Switch
as it
2.
was basically as it was
Now,
happening.
what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
So you would have missed a lot of stuff. So watching this after the fact, that is one benefit.
Entry in the Mario Kart
But this
series
Mario
is
Kart,
launching
honestly, it
exclusively
looks
on the
amazing.
Nintendo Switch 2
It looks
system.
like you're
Welcome to this vast world.
grinding on rails,
Kart races are held throughout
like on
various regions that
edges
span
and
the
rails.
globe.
I mean, this definitely looks like
Depending on the time of day,
like this
and weather
looks like
conditions,
a
the
new
atmosphere
Mario
will
Kart.
change.
Like I have said to myself, what would they do from Mario Kart 8 to the next Mario Kart? Well, this is what they're
In
doing.
this Mario Kart game,
Watch all these features.
you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
I don't understand how that works because if your purpose is
In the
to
classic Grand Prix,
win a race,
through 4 courses and
why?
aim
I mean, I
for
guess
first
to
place.
explore to go anywhere, but like,
But don't sleep at the wheel.
how does that?
You'll also
How does
drive
that
to the
exactly
next
work?
course as
Now
part
there
of the
is going to
competition.
be tree houses the next 2 days, and Nintendo already talked to them about that. So there's going to be tree houses that they're going to show, and I'm sure they're going to show Mario Kart and show exactly how it works.
Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
But this is crazy. You can go from like one area to the next. Like, are there not?
checkpoints along the way?
There are checkpoints, but are there
If
not
you're below the placement
laps?
shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
So if you're not in the proper place for the
Can you make it all the
checkpoint,
way to the finish line?
it's kind of like if you played the NES World
You can
Cup
also freely
Championship
drive
thing that
around
they
this
did,
vast world
where
with
like
free
you'll
roam.
be 8 players playing, you have to be placed in top 4, and then
Going
top
off
2,
road,
and then
you
top
can explore
1.
new areas and routes.
So I guess that's
So
how they
drive
would do
wherever
that.
your
So
heart
that
takes
that
you.
kind of makes I understand that.
You can also go
But
for
this
scenic
this
drives
looks
with
really
friends, and even
really
take photos
good.
together at different locations.
Oh my goodness, does it look good in the features? Yeah. So I guess grinding is kind of like where you used to drift before. The grinding will give you a little speed
The world
boost.
starts here. Mario Kart World.
Mario
The game
Kart
launches on
World
the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
launch day
More
game,
details about this title
and there's a
will be shared
direct
in the
coming up on
upcoming
April
Mario Kart World
17th for
Direct.
this.
So be on the lookout for
So
more
maybe
information
this
in the
won't
future.
be in the treehouse. I mean, I think they already stated what's going to be in the
Mario
treehouse,
Kart
what
World
games.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
So I didn't look into
We'll
that
share more
exactly.
details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
But the treehouse is
Next,
going to
we'd
be
like to introduce
Thursday
some of the
and
new
Friday.
features of
I
Nintendo
believe
Switch 2.
10 a.m. Eastern. Thursday is going to be 4
These are the
hours,
Joy-Con 2 controllers
and
for Switch
Friday is
2.
going to be 3 hours.
And on
So
the
they're
left
calling the
Joy-Con 2,
Joy-Cons Joy-Con
we've added a
2s.
new C button.
And that's the C button.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Okay. So this is the trailer that's basically showing what the C button does. So it shows that she's alone. There's no one there with her. But is she together? Question mark.
So quick.
So, and then you have a bunch of different, it says all together now.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
You have a bunch of different, like,
Introducing
profiles
Game Chat, a new feature
on the bottom
for
of the
Nintendo
screen.
Switch 2.
So it's basically a voice chat, which this is what people have been asking
With this
for
feature,
years.
You'll be able to communicate
is
with
integrated
friends and family
voice
while
chat.
playing a game.
Now I know certain games like Fortnite had some stuff like that already, and
While using the
Friday
Game
the
Chat
13th
feature,
had that
your voice is
included.
recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Okay, but you're still
But there's a microphone on the
It can
Switch
pick up your speaking voice clearly, even
that
from a distance.
picks up your
Jump
voice,
on here.
so you don't have to worry about, you know, with the Switch.
When
Obviously,
it's
there's
noisy
no
around you,
headphone
your voice
jack
will
in the
still come through
Joy-Cons in the
clearly,
original
letting you
Switch.
chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a boat?
So if you wanted to use voice chat, you had to
And you can
be
use this
plugged
feature in
into the
handheld mode
system.
too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
And if your system is across the
If you
room,
open the chat menu,
you know, how are you
turn
doing
on
something
game
like
screen
that?
sharing,
Good job. There we go.
and now they have
you
screen
can also share
sharing.
your game screen.
And as you can see, the screen sharing, it's very, the frame rate is very, very low. So obviously you're capturing video from someone else and it's coming to you over the internet. So it's not going to be, you know, as seamless as you playing.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
You know, that's great for something like Animal Crossing. I remember many times I played Animal Crossing, and you would either have to call the person on the phone that you knew, or be on like something like Discord. This basically, if you had
You
money
can adjust the
invested in
size of your
Discord,
game screen.
I would sell those stocks because Nintendo not having voice chat was what kept Discord going for so many
Or
years.
expand another friend's game screen.
Although I guess for like crossplay, Discord is still good because there's probably not voice chat for crossplay.
So everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are.
Although I guess there is. They didn't say that. The only thing they're saying here
Ooh, okay.
is there's voice chat
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
for, you know, Switch to Switch systems.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back. Yeah.
And I don't think there's voice chat
Here,
for
you
Switch
can quickly
1.
and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
And
By
now there's a
connecting this
Switch
camera
2
to the
camera.
system,
Check this out. This is pretty cool.
hey,
It's almost like you have a green screen because it only captures your body and superimposes you on your gameplay.
you can appear on screen. and
So
video
you
chat
you
while playing
appear
the
to
game.
the other people that you're playing with.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
And obviously when I saw this, I said to myself, okay, well this has got to
Please look forward to games
this has got
which
to
use
plug
your
into
camera
the
feed like
top
this.
USB-C port.
Okay.
Wait. Go left.
So look, when you're playing Mario Party, your faces go in there on your, because when you
Using
play
Game
Mario
Chat.
Party, that's usually like your
Even when you're apart,
your
you can
profile
play games
for
and
the
hang out
the
as
character
if you
you
were
have.
together in the same room. Play together or compete in online multiplayer games. Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families.
So that's good. That looks like the
All
Switch
together,
commercials where they would show off like
anywhere.
Ring Fit and
Game
things
Chat.
like that. But that was like with Switch Sports.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat, our goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends.
I mean,
almost as if you're all
honestly,
playing together in
these
the same place.
voice chat is a basic feature that most consoles
The
nowadays
camera
have.
you saw
Most
in the
modern
trailer is the
consoles,
Nintendo Switch 2
even
camera,
Wii U had
which will
video
be
chat.
available on the same day
I
as
used to be
Switch
able
2.
to do like a video chat with other Wii U
A Nintendo
people.
Switch Online membership.
So
won't be
this is
required to
something
use
that
Game
was,
Chat.
there before.
However,
But
since we'd
they
like as
said
many
because of
people as
the
possible to experience Game Chat,
it
will
was,
be
I forgot if it
available
was the
without
RAM
membership
or
for a
something. It was
limited time.
basically the
We
memory
hope
or
you'll try it
something with the Switch. It couldn't handle
Additionally,
taking
Game
a
Chat supports
channel for
Nintendo
the
Switch parental
megabytes
controls
of
app,
RAM
and different settings can be
or the
adjusted.
gigabytes,
For
whatever it
example,
was
whether
of
parental
RAM,
permission is always required
and then
when a
take
child
that
wants
from
to
the
use Game
processing
Chat to
power
play
of the
with their
system.
friends.
But now that Switch 2 has so much
We'd like to
power,
introduce another new experience
they
you
can
share
put
with family
voice
and
chat
friends.
back into something like this.
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together.
You gotta understand,
But on
Switch
Nintendo
1,
Switch 2,
it
you can
was
play together
basically
locally on multiple systems
mobile,
using just one
mobile,
game,
technology,
with
like
Game Share.
tablet
As
technology.
shown here, even
So,
games that require
we went
multiple
from a
screens
home
can be
console
played
of the
if one
Wii
person
U,
owns a compatible
something
game.
that was a
With Game
console,
Share, you can temporarily
to
share
a
compatible
tablet,
games with others who also
and the
have Nintendo
power
Switch
that they
2
put in
or
that
a
tablet
Nintendo
of the
Switch
Switch,
system.
I mean,
You can share a game with up to 3
it's just
other systems
amazing
at a
what
time.
they did with it.
Game Share also supports online
And now
play
you
with
have
other
game
Switch
sharing
2
abilities,
systems.
which you
And
originally
can
had
use it
on
with
the
friends via Game
DS,
Chat, which we showed
or
earlier.
was it the 3DS?
Game Share
It was
can
one
only
of them
be
where
used
you
with
could do that.
compatible games.
But it's only
This
on
feature is planned
select
for several
titles.
starting with a free update
And
for
Nintendo
Clubhouse
has a
Games
list of
51
those
Worldwide
titles
Classics on Nintendo
on their
Switch.
website. A lot of the
Game
information
Share
that they
support
don't
is also planned
put
for select
here
games exclusive to
is,
Nintendo
is
Switch
there.
2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
So you can game share
We'd
online
like to show you the Nintendo
with
Switch
other
2 system
Switch 2
itself.
systems, but game share locally can be done with Switch 2 and Switch systems for those certain
At
games.
7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Now I'm confused.
The
That's
system's thickness remains the same.
6.2 inches for the Switch. Is that the V2
With
Switch?
approximately double the
Because
pixels
the
compared
OLED,
to
I
Switch,
thought the OLED
you
was
can enjoy
7
games
inches.
in greater
I
detail
wanna
on
say.
the 1080p screen.
So I would compare from the OLED because that's what I have, an OLED now that I work with mostly. So I would go from
The screen
7
supports
to
up to
7.9,
120 frames per
which
second,
is still a jump.
allowing for smoother gameplay and
But
supporting
now we're
titles.
getting 120 frame. My TV, the most it does is 60 frames. It doesn't do
The
120.
LCD screen is more vivid.
So I mean,
and
the fact
supports
that
HDR,
in handheld
providing
I'll be
more
able to do
contrast between
120
light and dark
frames.
areas of the images.
That's impressive.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically.
You know, I try to think about it in my
Strong
own
magnets
personal
keep the
terms of
controllers
what I can
firmly
do.
attached to the system.
And if my TV
Detach the
can't do
controller
more than
easily
60
by
frames,
pressing the
it's kind
release
of like,
button on the back.
well, I don't need to go above 60, but it's nice for people who like that.
The SL and SR
I mean,
buttons
I don't
are
play
bigger for
sideways
greater
really.
comfort and control when playing
Like
with the
doing
Joy-Con 2
something
held
like that. I guess
horizontally.
Mario Kart you could do that. Because I know Mario Kart 8 you can play
The
with a
left and right
sideways
sticks are
Joy-Con.
now larger.
See, they don't say if it's Hall effect joysticks.
Each Joy-Con
Magnetic
2 controller
Hall effect
can be
joysticks.
used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con
So
2
I wonder if
support
they
mouse
just
controls.
don't want to acknowledge that because they don't want to
By
acknowledge
adjusting
the
the audio balance
Joy-Con
between
drift
the
issue
ranges,
anymore.
sounds from the built-in speakers are
So they
clearer
don't want to bring it
and
up,
more
but maybe
natural
there'll be a
in
thing
handheld
that
and tabletop modes.
people will find when they do like a breakdown of the Switch when they have it in hand.
It has a built-in microphone.
We know about
so
the
you can
mic,
voice
they
chat
just showed that with the
friends
voice chat
anytime
feature.
via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology
Got
to filter
noise-canceling
sounds,
technology.
so your voice will come
So
through
you would
clearly.
just hear the voice.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive,
So if you're
three-dimensional
watching
sound,
this
as if it were
presentation
coming
with
from
headphones,
all around you.
you could hear the difference in the 3D audio very well.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
I mean, I can count how many times on my
In
hand
addition
in
to the
8 years
USB-C port found on the
I
bottom
use
of
the
the
stand
system,
on the
there's one
Switch
on
to
top
play
as
in
well.
tabletop. I think it was maybe
It's
3
handy
times.
for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
Now, is that going to be a different? Is that like a regular power brick? I don't know.
Nintendo Switch 2
This
comes
is
with
pretty awesome.
256 gigabytes
We're
of
getting
internal
256
storage,
of
8
internal
times that of
storage.
Nintendo Switch. For
That's
storing your
pretty
game
hot to
downloads,
start with.
save data, and more.
But that also worries me because
Reading
if
and
you're
writing
getting
data is also
256,
faster.
how much memory are you going to start needing that you're going to have
Use
to
the
use?
Nintendo Switch 2
Now,
dock
4K
to connect to your
support
TV
from
and
the
enable
dock?
up to 4K
That's
resolution
awesome.
for compatible games.
It says even if software does
HDR
not
is
support
also supported
4K
in
natively.
TV mode.
So I guess it'll do like a checkerboard. But look at all those features that we get to upgrade with.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps
See, this
keep
is
performance
kind of
stable.
worrisome. This is what you need on the next iteration of the Switch 2 when they shrink the chipset so it
On
uses
Nintendo
less
Switch
power.
2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games
They
are
have a
supported.
list of games. There are games that don't work properly. Obviously, Labo. They said Labo VR, I think, does not work, but I think the other Labos work, which I don't understand, because I thought they used the screen size and they don't work with
As
the
you
OLED.
just saw, Nintendo Switch 2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
Let me
We
turn this,
redesigned the
sorry.
system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. I'm standing over here.
See, when I
Okay,
saw
everyone,
this,
join
I
me
said
inside the
this.
game.
This is
There are
this
a
is
lot
a
of question
packing
mark
game.
icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
Because
The
it
Joy-Con
looks
2
like
controllers attached to the system
it looks
with magnets,
almost like
and those
a
magnets are inside
a
the system.
tutorial or like an
The
advanced.
SL and SR
help
buttons of the
file?
Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach.
I mean, and it's explained to you how the Switch
Through
functions and
examining
works.
signs
So
like
yeah,
these,
it's like
you can discover all sorts
it's
of
a great
secrets
kind
about
of like
Nintendo Switch 2.
behind the scenes.
Another example,
of
the
how your
Joy-Con 2
system
controllers
works.
have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
See that's interesting to know that
You
you
can
could do
adjust the position of the golf
not
club
just
and aim
like
for the
a
cup by
mouse
rotating
control,
the
but
Joy-Con
also the
2.
gyroscope in conjunction.
By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing
I
mini games
mean,
and tech demos.
That is
Some of the secrets
you know,
range
mouse
from the
controls.
unique features of the system to tiny details
let
you
you
might
feel
not
the
notice
kinds of
until they're
rumble.
pointed out. There are plenty.
I mean,
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if you're interested.
Now, I'd like to share some more information regarding Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2
so we're gonna
titles.
get red cartridges.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD Express
Now,
cards.
micro SD Express, just
They're
as
a
a
different
note,
type
when
of
you are
SD
looking
card
these
and
up
will
to
make
buy
high-speed
these,
data transfer
if you
possible.
want to get them, the data transfer
Please
rate
note,
of the
the
read
regular
speed
micro SD cards
should
used
be
for
at
Nintendo Switch
around
will not be
800 to 880 megabytes per
Additionally,
second.
to transfer
Because
data from
there
Switch
are
to Switch 2,
Micro
you can log into your
SD
Nintendo account to use the
XC
system transfer
cards
feature.
that you would
With
think
this
are
feature,
the
you can transfer
Express
save data,
when you look them
digital
up on
games,
Amazon,
and more.
but those are not the
We're
correct
also
cards.
releasing a new
These are ones
Pro
that
controller.
specifically say
It has a C
Express,
button, which
and the
launches Game
read
Chat,
speed
and
has
on
to
the
be
back, there are new
880
GL and GR
megabytes per
buttons, which you
second.
can use to assign
Because
existing
basically,
button
if
controls.
works at a rate that
In
makes it
addition, an audio
comparable
jack has been added.
to like an
We've
SSD.
introduced a
but
few
for
new
an
features,
SD card.
and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will
And that's
go
pretty
live.
cool that we're
There
gonna
will
have
also
back
be
buttons,
an Ask
although
the Developer
I'm not
article on
a
the
big
website,
fan
where
of
the three
using
us
back
will talk
buttons
about the
on a
development
controller.
of Nintendo Switch 2.
But I mean, if
We
it's
hope you'll
there,
check that out
you
as
know,
well.
built into my controller, that's pretty
And
cool.
now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
See, I saw this date and I was like,
We're
okay,
very
that,
much
that
looking
makes
forward
sense.
to the day when you all get to
Because
experience it. So
Switch
please
1,
wait
they
just a bit
revealed
longer.
it in January, and then they released it
Now.
in March, 2 months later.
Broadly
Same
speaking,
thing here.
on Nintendo Switch
They're
2, you can play
revealing,
three
they're
types
doing
of
the
games.
deep dive on
The
April,
first type is Nintendo
and 2
Switch
months
2
later
games.
they're going to release it. So
These
same
games take
turnaround.
advantage of the performance and features of
So there's
Switch
3
2.
types of games. Switch 2 games,
The second type is compatible games. that
compatible
were released on
Nintendo Switch 1 games.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type.
This is the interesting part.
Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
So now this is what I was
Please take a look.
talking about in my stream that I did the night before, where I basically said I
Super
don't
Mario
think that
Party
they're
Jamboree
giving
is
these
getting an upgrade
upgrade
on Nintendo
pack
Switch 2.
games as
The
freebies.
upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
I mean, I will say
audio
the
recognition,
upgrade paths of these games, the
more
upgrades of
expressive
them,
rumble,
like the Switch 2 versions
and
of a
gameplay that
Switch
uses
1
a
game,
camera accessory.
it's more than just
All of which
increased
can be
visuals
accessed on
and
Switch
frame
2.
rate, which is all I thought
Let's
that it
check
would
out
be.
3 new and
There's
updated
actually
modes.
added content that you could only
First
do
up is Mario
on the
Party
Switch
mode.
2.
With a single camera, up
So-
to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time.
So when I was watching this, I said to myself, once I saw that they were doing all this stuff to this game and giving you all this extra stuff,
Bowser Live, a
I
mode
said
where
to
the
myself,
Life Leader
there's
team
no
wins.
way
Bowser
they're
will
just
bring you on
giving
stage
this
too.
for free.
Hit
No
blocks
way.
To collect the most coins.
I'm not going to spoil it for you, so you
Ride
can
an
watch
RC
and
cart
see.
with your voice.
But I did not think that they
And
would.
compete
So that's
in
pretty
other
cool.
minigames using
You can move the
full
cart
body
with your
movement and
voice,
sound.
and then you're balancing
Take
that
a
by-
ride on
by
the mouse-controlled
moving your
carnival
body.
coaster. With
So
the
I can't
safety
do
bar
that with
lowered
my
and
body.
secured, you're off.
So I wouldn't be able to play that mini game.
Use mouse controls to shoot down enemies while you feel the
So
bumps
I
and
saw
rumbles
someone
of
say
the
that this is
coaster.
kind of what Super Nintendo World is, the rides
When you
with the
enter a
roller
pipe,
coasters.
a minigame will begin.
And these are some of like
There's
the
a
games that
bouldering
you
game.
play
2 players each
on the
control an
like
arm.
the virtual
And
rides
one
that they
where you
do.
shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects.
So I don't know if they
Enjoy the
incorporated a
thrill
lot of that
these
into this.
intuitive minigames. How quickly can you reach the station?
I mean that's
The
pretty
minigames
cool if you're
that use
if you're
a
getting that
camera,
same
The
experience,
built-in microphone.
you know, at home. Look,
Mouse
you're
controls,
clapping so the microphone's
and
checking your
rumble.
hands.
The biggest party
got
yet
mouse
is
stuff,
getting even bigger.
shooting
Super
stuff.
Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
So the
Nintendo
Switch 2 edition.
players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
So I guess on July
Please
24th,
look
what they're
forward to
doing
a
is
new
they're
Mario Party
releasing
experience,
a
where you can
Switch
see
2
each other's
edition,
reactions while
kind of
playing.
like they had like Wii U editions
Let's
of
continue
games.
presenting some more Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
But then you could also buy the upgraded. So this, I said that they wouldn't
Nintendo
do
Switch 2 editions
Breath of the Wild
Legend
and
Zelda
Tears of
Breath
the
Wild
Kingdom
and The Legend
upgraded
of Zelda
Switch 2
Tears of the
editions
Kingdom
until next
feature
year on the
enhanced
anniversary
resolution
of
and
Zelda.
frame rates.
So that makes me actually
And also
wonder
support HDR,
what they're going to
which
do
makes
for
the image
next
more
year for the
vibrant.
anniversary of Zelda.
so you can play with smoother,
What they're gonna
higher definition
release.
graphics.
If they're getting this out of the way already.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed
So there
via
you,
the
I
Nintendo
like
Switch
the
app
online
on smart
app.
devices.
I mean, I find it, I don't use it
It's
a lot,
game-specific service
but I
that's
find the
exclusive to
functionality
Switch 2
that it
editions
has.
of
Like
these
I used to
titles.
use it for the Animal Crossing
For
stuff.
example, it can
It
help
was great
guide
for
you
the
to
Animal
various
Crossing
locations,
stuff.
like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
I wonder if this online app features for the Switch
Or
1 version
You
also.
can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to
I
create.
think
a
it is
character.
because if you, anyone could use the app that has the online. I don't think that's locked behind the Switch 2 version.
We hope
But
these
they are-
features will make your adventures even
But
more
they are
enjoyable.
talking about the Switch 2 Enhanced Edition, so maybe.
In Kirby and the
So
Forgotten
this is
Land,
pretty
You'll
cool.
be able to enjoy an additional story exclusive to the Nintendo Switch
Kirby's
2
getting an
edition, along with
additional
improved
story
graphics
for
and
Kirby
frame
and the
rates.
Forgotten Land. Now, I didn't play the endgame stuff. I beat the game.
This story takes
But
place
I didn't
in
do, like,
Forgotten
the
Land after
post-game
being struck
stuff
by a powerful meteor. It's causing
for the
some
game,
mysterious
so-
changes.
I mean, this kind of, I mean, I kind of like it
We
because
hope
I
you're
really
looking
like
forward
this
to
game.
Kirby's new adventure.
And I do want to go back and play the extra stuff I didn't play.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo
But,
Switch
yeah.
and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Now, this is pretty awesome. Watch the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
You get mouse
Plus,
controls.
you
I had
can
a feeling they
explore
were
the
going to do
immersive
this.
world in 4K at 60
Look at this.
frames per second.
Quality
Or
mode,
enjoy
4K
smoother
60
action in full
HDR,
HD at 120
performance
frames per second.
1080 120,
Choose from these two modes,
HDR.
both of which support
handheld
HDR, based
720
on your preference
120,
and playstyle.
handheld is 1080 60
Plus,
for quality mode.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later
Now,
this year, will not only
I
receive
really
a
suggest
Nintendo
that
Switch
you
version,
watch
but a Nintendo
Nintendo's
Switch 2
actual
edition as
4K
well.
trailer because
By taking
this
advantage of the power
Pokemon
of Switch
ZA
2, you can enjoy your
looks
adventure in Lumio City with
absolutely
enhanced resolution
fucking
and frame
unbelievable
rates.
on 4K. And if that's
The
what the
Nintendo Switch
Pokemon
2
game is
edition
going to look
games
like,
you
because
just
every
saw
time I've
will be
seen the
available as
trailer
both physical
before
and
for
digital
Switch
versions.
on the Switch 1 trailers, it looked like
And if you
garbage,
already own the Nintendo Switch
like
version of a game,
hot garbage.
you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I mean, not
by
too bad.
purchasing
It's
an
still,
upgrade
it
pack.
looked like a decent game, but
We hope you're looking
this
forward
this
to
just
these
blows it
Nintendo
away.
Switch 2 edition games.
I definitely have to get the Switch 2 version
Next,
of that.
I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse
So now they
controls
didn't
with
say
the
there,
Joy-Con 2 controllers.
But Breath of the Wild and
Please
Tears
take
of
a
the Kingdom, the enhanced editions, if you have Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack, those upgrades are free for you. Now look at this. Now, when Nintendo Switch 1 released, they had an innovative game called ARMS, and everyone joked that the sequel was going to be called Legs. So my joke, to get canceled before I even get started, is that Nintendo said you wanted the sequel to ARMS called Legs? Well, you're not getting that, and these guys aren't getting their legs either. And that's the game we gave you. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Yeah, I really... But this really is a really innovative game. And honestly, as someone who is disabled, I kind of like to see this. You know, I know people all the time, you know, talk about representation, but like to see like people, you know, playing in wheelchairs and playing basketball, and it being looked like a fun game. Like, I really like this. But yeah. This is like Rocket League with like wheelchair basketball. But this is such an innovative idea with the mouse controls to use both mice, both Joy-Con mice to like wheel your
In Drag
things
Drive,
and then like
you'll use
shooting.
both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off
Like,
various
this is
moves.
definitely a
We hope you're
Nintendo
looking forward to
innovative
a new
game.
twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next,
And
here are some
I
games
know
from
this
our
game
publishing
is
and
that
development
Dragon
partners coming
Drive.
to Nintendo Switch 2.
I know it's not going to have a physical, and I usually like to buy physical on games. Well, here's Elden Ring. This was very much rumored to be coming. But I know I like physical games, but I think I still would buy that digitally, that Dragon Drive. Although that's kind of like a game you'll play like multiplayer-wise. But I'm still confused, like, do you need to have like a desk or a table in front of you to use these mouse controls? Or can you drag it like along your legs?
May you take the throne.
2025. Okay, it's coming out this year.
Hey, I'm Greg Sutton from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo
Now,
Switch
I didn't
2.
play Hades 1, but I want to
sequel
play it, and
introduces
I've
the
only
Princess
heard
of the
good
Dead,
things about
an
it.
immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister titan of time.
Now, the person I was watching
Battle
this
beyond
with,
the
my
otherworld
friend,
to the ends of the earth.
said, and I didn't know
Getting to
this,
know
apparently,
dozens
I
of
guess
characters from Greek myth
Hades
in a
1
story
is
that
out on
reacts to every
PC.
setback and victory.
I don't know, I
It's the
haven't
kind of
seen
game
anything
you can
about
quickly
this,
pick
so
up and play whether
maybe
you're
it is because
experienced
I don't
with the
follow
original or
PC
not.
gaming, really.
But for more about Hades 2, later this year.
But this game
皆さん
looks
こんに
dope.
ちは。カプコンの中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター6です。
Okay,
本体を持ち寄っての対戦はもちろん。
so spoiler alert about this game. There's something called the Nintendo Switch game key card, which is basically like when you used to get the Nintendo Switch games and it would say download required, but it gives you a cartridge that has only information to let you download the game, and you have to download the full game. And Street Fighter is about 50 gigabytes on the Switch, Street Fighter 6. And basically, you have to download the whole game, but you get a card. So if you want to like transfer the card over to someone else, and you need the card to play, but you have to download. So you're basically downloading the whole game. Now, when me and my friends saw this, we were freaking out because we thought this was a remake of Xenogears. Because we really love the Xenoblade series. And I'm currently playing Xenoblade Chronicles X right now, waiting forever for that to come to the Switch. Broke my Wii U out of mothballs and purchased it because it's a long story. I never purchased it originally on Wii U. But this is the sequel to Daemon X Machina, and it looks amazing.
Hey, this is Joseph Forrest from Hazelight. I'm super excited for Split Fiction
I just
to come
finished
to
playing
Nintendo
this
Switch
with
2.
my friend.
The game is a story
We
about
platinumed this on
play as Neo,
PlayStation
who
5.
writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy.
This game was a lot
Together,
of fun.
they get trapped
We
in
could
their own
not put it
stories,
down.
And it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me tell you
You
this.
could watch
if you like
my
It Takes
review on
Two,
my channel
you're
for
gonna
this
love
that I
this
put
one,
up,
trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play
where I
Split
talk
Fiction
about my
when
thoughts
the
on this
Switch
game.
2 launches.
But honestly, I was going to replay it on Xbox for the achievements. EA Sports, I'm not too interested in. Now, MLB The Show, I like that. That's my game. But I tried playing Madden once, and I could not figure out the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Q from Avalanche Software.
Like
We're bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2.
The strategy
With
thing where like
enhanced
if
graphics
X's
and
and O's and you gotta
seamless
pick a play. I couldn't
You'll be
figure out
immersed in the Wizarding World
what
like
to
never
do and
before.
how to do it. I returned that game.
And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience
Now
the adventure.
I don't know. This game already released on the
Discover the
Switch.
enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as
So
Switch 2.
is this gonna be an upgrade version also? Upgrade path? They don't really tell you. And I didn't look into it too much because I'm not really a Harry Potter fan, so. Now, I did buy Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. I own it for the Switch and for the PlayStation 5. And it is a fun game, but I am not that good at it. I keep wiping out. This is great. they show a few seconds of a SpongeBob level. So that's great. You're skateboarding under Bikini Bottom.
From IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title.
Oh, I saw this and I was just like, oh,
to
okay.
Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have the Hitman games because PlayStation Plus gave them to me as free titles. But
and how each
I don't know.
progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination.
I just find the main character, the character you play as, just so generic. But I guess that's the point because
Plus,
he takes on all these disguises and does what he's got to do. Now I'll let you hear the music, and you can figure out what's coming. James
Bond. The world's favorite.
That's pretty cool, James Bond. I mean, listen,
to
GoldenEye, the game on Switch was very much requested by a lot of people for years. So I thought this was Final Fantasy IX at first. I didn't realize this is Bravely Default. So this is a port, I guess, of the 3DS version. And this also comes on the game key card, where basically it's just a cart, even though the game is only 11 gigabytes. And Square would not pay for a cart for this, I guess. I mean, I'll play it because it's one of the games I don't have on the DS as part of my back catalog. I mean, Yakuza games, I guess they're all coming over. They just released Yakuza 0 for Switch on limited run, so now I guess this is the director's cut. So is limited run going to put another version out of this, or how is Sega going to do this?
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development.
You know, I'll be
partners.
honest.
But for now,
I'm really getting to the point where a lot of these third-party games, where I'm just like, you know what? I don't even want to bother with them on Switch because you know what? They're gonna run better and play better on PlayStation or Xbox, and you're gonna get you're not gonna get like a partial cartridge.
Descended from the heavens.
Like it's such. I mean, I know you don't get full games on disc anymore either for the most part. Now I saw this and I was like, oh, this has got to be. They're showing Tears of the Kingdom. I was like, they're not doing a sequel to Tears. I was like, this has got to be a Hyrule Warriors game.
The imprisoning war.
So yeah, I didn't play Tears yet, and I still have to beat Breath of the Wild, and Age of Calamity, and Hyrule Warriors. So this one here, this is, I mean, I'll get it, but it's going in the backlog. So this is the story leading into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So apparently there are holes in the Tears of the Kingdom story from what I've been seeing that I'm trying not to find out spoilers, and I won't put any spoilers here, but Miss Click has said that there's major holes in the plot, and she said that she hopes that this game fixes those plot holes. So that'd be great, because yeah, by the time I get to all these, I mean, I was gonna finish Breath of the Wild, but honestly, I'll wait for Switch 2 now. Coming this winter, so that's this year. So that's our Zelda game for this year.
Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by
I did not expect that, but honestly, it's not out of the realm of possibility. Because for the Switch 1 generation, the first year, we had Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition released. So Hyrule Warriors games usually they've been coming out. the first
You can
year
continue to enjoy
of
Nintendo Switch
Nintendo
Online
systems.
on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
So we're getting a new
Here,
membership
take a look
benefit.
at this.
Let's see what it is. I know what it is. But do you know by this that it's YouTube? This is awesome. As soon as I saw this, the first thing I said was, give me Wind Waker. Let's see it. Come on. Give it to me.
Originally released in 2001.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, let me see Wind Waker. That's where it's going to be. And lo and behold, this is where we get Wind Waker. And to be honest, the Wind Waker HD port that was on the Wii U, this is up-res anyway on the NSO. So you're basically getting pretty much the same thing. Now I know a lot of people are hyped for this, Soul Calibur 2, because apparently this is the best version on GameCube of this game. And you got Link in it, who was exclusive to Soul Calibur for a fighting game.
Experience a world of white-knuckle racing.
For F-Zero fans that wanted an F-Zero game, here you go.
30 machines,
Here's your F-Zero.
put it all on the line in death-defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX.
That's actually pretty
Games
awesome
that
for
support
these.
multiplayer,
I mean, the only thing I really
together
want to play on
locally
this is Wind
or
Waker.
online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality.
I mean, I
and
have it on the
higher
Wii U in
resolution than the
HD.
original releases.
So I could have played it there.
You can also check the
But
controls
I
for
would
each
like to
title
just
and
play on my
customize them to
Switch.
your liking.
Because I really just don't want to have to boot my Wii U up for anything.
More titles will be added in the future.
Fire Emblem Path of Radiance is an expensive and a good game, I hear. Super Mario Strikers,
Nintendo GameCube,
Chibi Robo,
Nintendo Classics, the
Pokemon
Switch 2
Coliseum.
exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It
So,
can connect wirelessly.
apparently,
and also has a C button to quickly
I
access
think, I don't know,
Game
maybe
Chat.
I missed it because I've watched this so many
The
times.
Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
So I think the GameCube
Whether you're
system
familiar
is
with the games
exclusive
or haven't played them
to
before,
Switch 2.
we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the
Yeah, so
systems shown
GameCube
here
is
on Nintendo
exclusive to
Switch
Switch 2.
2.
So if you don't have the
let's see
Switch
some more
2,
games from our publishing
you
and
can't
development
play the
partners.
GameCube on the, and it's also on the expansion pass. So you need the expansion pass, and you need Switch 2. So as soon as I saw this, I said, "Oh, it's Deltarune." We're getting 3 or 4 now. Are there only 4 chapters in this? I still have to finish playing Undertale. I have a lot of games in my backlog. Undertale's parallel story. Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Okay, so he's got to be, yeah, as soon as I saw him, I said we're doing Borderlands 4. Because they have all the Borderlands games pretty much on the Switch except for 4. Which is not.
Shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons.
So this is going to be available at the launch of this game. It's going to be available on Switch 2.
We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games.
So we're almost coming up on the
releasing a
part
Nintendo
of the
Switch 2 edition
direct
of Sid Meier's
where the
Civilization
video
7.
kind of
In Civ 7,
kerfuffled,
you'll establish an
and
empire and
I
guide
started
people
panicking.
throughout
My
the
friends
ages of
started
history.
panicking. We went
With
over
the
to
mouse
Twitch,
controls, players can enjoy
and
more
it was
intuitive
working on
gameplay
Twitch.
experience.
But then we went back and then people were putting in the chat, F's in the chat. So you're going to have mouse controls, which makes a game like Civilization 7 work amazing.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel James.
And I'm Dan Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see
Are
you
we
play.
finally getting a WWE game after all these years? Was 2K23 and 22 not on the Switch?
They went armed with nothing.
I don't remember.
Youthful enthusiasm.
I know I bought them on PlayStation. So during this presentation for this game, that right here, it just froze and you couldn't see anything. So this reminds me of like a Switch version of Grounded for some reason. You know, a bunch of kids doing like a bunch of things around, foraging, foresting,
Nicely done.
doing whatever.
I think that's everything. Let's set sail. This time for home.
This game, I've watched this direct a lot of times today. It wasn't very interesting. This looks interesting. Enter the Gungeon 2? Oh my goodness, does this look interesting. I didn't play Enter the Gungeon 1. I wonder if I even own that. I don't think I own that.
New 3D art style. You can expect some fan favorite.
But this is like a run and gun dodge.
On the game. We're excited.
But you're dodging in like 3D. That's pretty cool. So I saw this. This looks like Astroneer. Which Astroneer is totally a Switch game. So I don't know if this is an expansion or a sequel to Astroneer, or maybe like an offshoot game. Star Seeker Astroneer Expeditions coming 2020. I didn't know Devolver made that game. That's actually a really cool
We are
game.
delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk
So this is pretty
2077
cool.
is an
Cyberpunk
open
is
world
coming to
action
Switch.
adventure RPG set
Although
in
it looks like they
Thanks to
definitely
Nintendo Switch 2, you
they
can
definitely
transport yourself to
downgraded
the
it a
city
bit.
of dreams at home or
However,
on the go. Get
what I
ready
was
to
saying
meet
about
unforgettable
third parties
characters
and key cards and
discover engaging
downloads,
stories when
Cyberpunk, they're
2077
using a
Ultimate
64
Edition comes to
gigabyte
Nintendo
card
Switch
to make
2
this game.
on launch day.
The Witcher 3 was on a 32 gigabyte
こんにちは
card.
スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2で
So we're finally getting Final Fantasy VII Remake and Integrate on other systems than PlayStation.
ミッドがある脱出までを描いた
And it got announced for Nintendo Switch 2 first. So I watched Maximilian Dude, and he's obviously a better expert than I am on this game and the Final Fantasy VII games in general. And he says this looks mostly like the PS4 version. But to be able to have this portably, I mean, I guess you could play it portably on a Steam Deck, but I mean, come on. Now we got the Sizzle Reel, Kanutsugami, Path of the Goddess. Now, I mean, what I was saying about game key cards, now we got Hollow Knight Silksong. So we got official confirmation that it's coming this year. So Kanutsugami, it didn't have a physical edition when it released. I know it came out on Xbox. I don't know if it came out on PlayStation. I would love to see if the Switch version got a physical, but seeing as how a lot of companies are going to start using these key cards that basically are just like download code cards, probably not. See, these are all the games that we saw in the Switch 1 Direct, except for Star Wars Outlaws. That's new. But listen, Ubisoft is always there day one with Nintendo. Ubisoft rolls with Nintendo. Nobunaga's Ambition? Fast Fusion, I guess a sequel to Fast RMX, which also was a day one Switch game. Shadow Labyrinth, Raidu Remastered. AI the Somnium Files sequel. Reanimal, I'm looking forward to this. That Reanimal gives me like Little Nightmares vibes. Which, by the way, Little Nightmares 1 does not work on Switch 2. That's one of the games that has issues, I believe. You'd have to look that up to be sure. But they said they're working on all those games, so they'll figure out what's going on with them, and they'll have updates. I did not know Human Fall Flat is getting a sequel. Human Fall Flat 2.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners. Please take a look.
I saw this, and that looked to me like a dead Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 4. And I was like, are we getting Resident Evil 9? And I kept watching, and I kept watching.
I give you my blood. I give you my life.
This trailer is dope.
O wheel. And transport him to a night of moonlight.
And then I looked at the symbol and I was like, what is this? I have no idea. I mean, his hand looks like gray, like dead flesh. And then I saw this, From Software. And I said, and then I saw that clock tower. And I said, is this Bloodborne? But Bloodborne is a PlayStation exclusive. So is this a sequel to Bloodborne? I mean, does PlayStation have the rights on Bloodborne that no one else can make a sequel? I've never played Bloodborne, but I've seen like footage of it enough times to know what it kind of looks like. But obviously, all these From Software games, they kind of look similar, and you're just like, what is this? And I kept just like yelling at the screen going, this is Bloodborne, this is Bloodborne, this is Bloodborne. But I don't know enough about Bloodborne. And then I saw like he just bit someone like a vampire, but like it almost reminded me of like Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver, where like you would like bite a victim and then like the red blood would like infuse into you.
As befits the soon to depart.
But there's guns.
Carrier of blood.
And this is definitely a From Software game, because this has definitely got to be a boss. I mean, it's overbearing, it's monstrous. Are you playing as the dinosaur there? I mean, is this another character? I mean, what's going on here?
Tears will flow from one.
I mean, these FromSoft game trailers are definitely cinematic, if not that. And then it said the Dustbloods, and I was like, it's gotta be Bloodborne. It's Dustbloods. It's not Bloodborne. Now, what is this, like, rat / dark raven looking thing? 2026, so next year. Available only on Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing
So
a
now
creator's voice
Nintendo
actor,
has
games
their
director
own
Hidetaka
exclusive
Miyazaki, We'll share more
From
details about the
Soft
game, so please check it out when it's available.
Now, is it going to be timed
That's all from our
exclusive?
publishing and development.
Is it
partners.
exclusive to Switch 2,
We'd
meaning
like to
that
thank the developers who
it's
appeared
just
today,
not on Switch
as
1,
well as
but
our
it's going to be
publishing
on
and
other
development partners
platforms?
who prepared footage for this presentation.
I don't know. I didn't look too much into that to see what the deal is with
In
that.
addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
I'm looking. What am I looking at? I mean, I already know what's coming. Oh, it's the star from the More You Know commercials. There's Kirby. What is this? So when I saw this, I said to myself, is this because it's rumored that Planet Robobot is coming to the Switch? But then I saw this and I said, okay, that looks robotic. Is this a Planet Robobot remake? Because I haven't played a Kirby game. I mean, Star Allies was my first Kirby game. That was on the Switch. And I said, okay, so it's Kirby Racing. And see, Kirby Air Ride. I've heard of Kirby Air Ride, but I didn't know what Kirby Air Riders. It's obviously, it's not Kirby Air Ride, it's a sequel. I didn't know what that was. Director, and then you see this. That's what Sakurai was working on. And it's coming out this year.
Kirby Air Ride, which originally released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward
Let's
to Kirby
go.
Air Riders,
I was excited when I
directed
saw
by
this.
Masahiro Sakurai.
I love Kirby games, especially ones that look 3D.
Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
This is the last trailer. I saw this, and it's obvious. I said to myself, this is 3D Mario. It's got to be 3D Mario. It's 3D Mario. Kept saying it over and over and over. And that's how watching this thing went. That's what you would have got this morning from me. It's just stuff like this. And then I see all this stuff. And I'm like, wait a second. And then I see this. And that's when I started saying, no, it's Donkey Kong. It's Donkey Kong. And lo and behold, it's Donkey Kong. But just wait. Just wait. He's got the old look. They're going with the old Donkey Kong look. It's a 3D Donkey Kong. We haven't seen a 3D Donkey Kong since Donkey Kong 64. And this looks amazing. This must be what the Mario Odyssey team has been working on. And look at it. It's got destructible environments. Donkey Kong can destroy everything. And basically he's like terraforming. And the music, oh my god, this I still get, I've seen this trailer like at least 10 times today, and I still get chills, like, watching this. This is so good. Like, I wanted a 3D Mario because Odyssey was so great, but this is even better, like a 3D Donkey Kong game? Ooh, a banana! A golden banana! This looks so stupid. I mean, stupid in a good way, like funny stupid. Not stupid like it's bad. This looks like Donkey Kong Odyssey. Is this gonna be the 3D Donkey Kong game? I mean, Nintendo is killing it with 3D-fying their characters. Kirby was a success. Donkey Kong looks like it's gonna set success. Donkey Kong Bonanzas. July 17th. That is a day one buy.
That was a
That
brand
is a
new 3D
reason
platforming action
to
game
get a
starring
Switch
Donkey
2.
Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza. With incredible strength, smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you for watching so far.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the hardware options that will be available at launch. We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World. For more details, please check the official Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
We appreciate you joining us today.
That was
Thank
a
you
good
very
show.
much.
That was a really good show. And there's going to be a treehouse, like I said. These are the games they're going to show. Anything about Mario Kart Tour? Mario Kart World? Oh, see, hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah. Let's replay that. Yeah, you basically, you got my thoughts. Yeah, you got my thoughts basically on this, this direct. Yeah, so basically yeah, that was my thoughts on the direct. I hope you enjoyed watching. I am going to let's see, how do I remove this comment? Yeah, I'm just removing a comment that I saw that somebody put up. Yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the direct. I really liked it. I have a lot to say. Basically, the system, the price, which they didn't give in the direct. The system is going to be baseline in the US, $450. There's going to be a Mario Kart bundle with it for $500. And Mario Kart itself, Mario Kart World that you're seeing on the screen, is going to retail for $80 in the US, $90 in Europe. So yeah, or maybe not 90 USD in whatever it is in Europe, but yeah. So it's out there. The prices they're up there, and yeah. And let's not even Yeah. So these game prices, the games are looking like they're going to be anywhere from $70 to $80 for games, basically, coming out for Switch 2. I'm not too thrilled, but gaming, I mean, if they're going to make the prices so high, then you know what? I'm just going to have to be a lot more selective. I probably buy a lot more games than I could ever play. So I'm just going to have to buy a lot less games. And yeah. So a lot less games. I'm basically going to have to buy a lot less games. Because at that price, yeah, that's up there. But gaming is one of those hobbies that basically, it's an expensive hobby. But that's what it is. It's a hobby. Like, if I can't get a system at launch, then I can't get a system. That's just how it is. When I get it, I'll get it. When I get the games, I'll get the games. Honestly, I mean, Mario Kart World, it's not a game like Mario Kart 8. I mean, I'm not great with playing with other people. I usually come in last place. So Mario Kart isn't a system seller for me. The Donkey Kong game, that is a system seller for me. I mean, the GameCube on the expansion pass, that is a system seller for me. And like I said, I don't need that many games, so it's kind of like I'm buying a Nintendo system not for the voice chat and all those features and stuff. I'm buying it for the games. So yeah, I mean that's what I'm getting it for. I'm not getting it for all this other stuff. So yeah, that is my thoughts basically on the prices. I will come back tomorrow night to stream again. We won't do a stream like this. It'll be more like doing it through the gameplay, so you won't have like a funny kind of thing going here. So yeah, I'll come back, give more thoughts on things. I think I gave you a lot of information during this direct. You probably couldn't really hear the direct that well. I apologize if I was talking too loud over it, but hey, listen, if you want to watch the direct, just go to Nintendo's YouTube channel, watch it there. If you're coming to me, you're coming to me for my discussion and my reactions. And like I said, you didn't get a live reaction. You didn't get to see me hoop and holler, and basically my chest was like, I was just like flustered by all the stuff that was happening and all the reveals and the announcements. It was like sensory overload for basically what happened in this thing. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed this direct. It was really good. I do feel that they left the area open. Basically, you're getting Donkey Kong, the latest Switch 2 kind of new game. You're getting Mario Kart in June. You're getting Donkey Kong in July, which gives them a chance to have another direct in June, where they show more games to showcase for the rest of the year. And then in September, they'll do another direct, and they'll show you what's going to be coming out in the beginning part of the year to get you until that next direct in the next, March or February. So that's basically the cadence of how Nintendo does it with their releases. And that's why you're not really going to get more than like 3 at most big Nintendo Switch games. I mean, they're hoping that the third parties are going to, you know, fill the gaps in between. But to be honest, like I said, for me at least, the third party games, I'm pretty much going to play on PlayStation or Xbox. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like playing in handheld mode, it's great. Like an RPG, like Metaphor ReFantazio. That game would have been an amazing importable to grind and do what you got to do. But to be honest, I pretty much play my Switch mostly in TV mode. So I don't need to have I don't need handheld really. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it because when I have to go out, like if I have a doctor's appointment outside and I have to do like a long appointment or a long car ride to get to an appointment for something, like the Switch is hands down clutch. But other than that, no. No, I pretty much play mostly on the TV. So, I mean, portable is a great option. And for RPGs, it's great what they call for bed gaming. But to be honest, like, I mean, if I need to, I mean, I'm not falling asleep playing my Switch. So I can just play on the TV, and when I'm done, I shut the TV, and I go to bed. But anyway, these are my thoughts. If you liked my video, the live stream on Twitch, you can follow me on YouTube at the Casual Noob Gamer. Or if you're watching this VOD after the fact, which would be on YouTube, where I put the past live streams up, you can subscribe, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. And yeah, I'm going to try to have more consistent content. I think next time I'm going to do an actual live reaction to the next video game showcase. Me and my friend said that it was an option. I could have just discussed it with him afterwards and had my thoughts, which I may just do so I can have. But honestly, I kind of like doing my reaction to these shows after the fact, so I can get my thoughts together and think about it, and then tell you, you know, what I was thinking at the time, and I try, realizing that you may be watching it for the first time probably, so I try not to spoil what is about to happen, because obviously I don't know ahead of time, because I don't have any prior knowledge to these shows, you know, except for, you know, if there's a leak or something that says something. But yeah. Anyway, that is my cue to go. Have a good one. Like I said, like, subscribe, comment on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch for some reason and you see this, then hey, you know, follow my Twitch channel. You'll get more, that's where I do most of my content. I put it up on Twitch, and then the next day I usually put the content onto YouTube around the same time that I went live on Twitch. And I'm trying to go live on Twitch around 10 o'clock Eastern time, around that time. So have a good one. Later.